I'm up here doing something that nobody else in this business has the balls to do. I'm telling you something that you need to know. I'm trying to explain to you what you're seeing. You don't understand what you're seeing.
Hey everyone, it's your favorite gossip girl back with some juicy news. You might think this man was crazy after he turned away from $1 million contract, but Dave Chappelle did what he thinks was right for him at that time, and we'll be talking about how his story is relevant to what is happening to Jamie Foxx right now. Additionally, Dave might have hinted that someone is after Jamie's life. Who would do such a thing though? Well, one thing is for sure, and that is, whoever is sabotaging Foxx's career, they surely are powerful and influential enough to pull off such moves.
New details this morning on the health of Jamie Foxx. The Academy Award-winning actor has been hospitalized for nearly 2 weeks following what his daughter called a medical complication. ABC's Phil Lipoff is in Atlanta, where Foxx is recuperating now.
Even though we have heard different statements from well-known individuals about how dirty the entertainment industry in Hollywood can be, it is still somehow surprising to hear new perspectives every day. It is just making all of us realize how dangerous getting in this business could be. As for Dave Chappelle, he is not yet done exposing the things that are happening behind closed doors and what some contracts entail for some of the highest paid actors and artists, including Jamie Foxx. It was heartbreaking news, especially for Jamie's fans, when they heard that he was hospitalized because of a medical emergency. Though his family was trying to make light of the situation, many were on edge because this incident was kind of sudden. It did not help that people started to form different theories about this case. Well, we cannot really blame the fans because everyone knows how good this dude is. He never really got entangled with any drama with other celebs. On the other hand, Dave was not the first person to expose the deep, dark secrets of Hollywood because many people have come forward with regards to this matter as well. Chappelle may not be Foxx's best friend, but they are good friends. That is why Dave is doing this courtesy to at least warn people about what is really happening with Jamie. They do not have a lot of interactions on cam, but they surely have each other's back when one needs a helping hand. This duo even went viral after Jamie helped Dave fight off his attacker on stage for one of his stand-up sets.
Oh, now everybody comes out for the curtain call. Shout out to Jamie Foxx, by the way. Jamie, where you at? Jamie, hold up.
After the situation was controlled, Dave joked about what happened and said, "Whenever you're in trouble, Jamie Foxx will show up in a sheriff's hat." Busta Rhymes also helped them with the commotion. Jamie said, "I thought that was part of the show. I've had an incredible time. This man is an absolute genius. We've got to make sure we protect him at all times, man."
Listen, I just want to say, man, I've had an incredible time. This man is an absolute genius. We got to make sure we protect him at all times, man. This is what it's about. For every comedian that comes out here, man, this means everything, man. You're a genius. You're a
This time, it is Dave who was looking after Jamie. And more fans are believing that this is all planned because according to Dave, people in Hollywood do not just randomly have medical emergencies. It kind of makes sense though, because if someone is really plotting against Jamie, then they must have something to do with all the problems and mishaps that happened on set for the Netflix film that Jamie was working on as well. I bet that you're also excited to see that one because according to some sources, the filming was a disaster to say the least. A lot of people are excited to see this film, especially that Cameron Diaz would also be one of the main characters after years of quitting acting for her family. But it seems like not everyone is happy with how this movie is expected to thrive. Just a few weeks before Jamie was rushed to the hospital, he reportedly had a meltdown which resulted in a number of staff getting kicked out from the set. But that is just one of the many struggles that they had to overcome while shooting the movie. And now that Jamie is still in the hospital, we are all wondering how their setup is going to be. This is not the only project that Jamie has right now, but as I gathered, the production has resumed with doubles for Back in Action already. Additionally, Fox's game show, Beat Shazam, will also be pushed through with a replacement host. If the villain's plan is to ruin Jamie's career and take him off his projects, then it is obviously working. If you also want to know what happened to Dave Chappelle's career after he refused the higher-ups to control him, then keep on watching and make sure that you subscribe to our channel already. We have more to talk about every day, so stay tuned. And even though we all want to hear from Jamie, it seems impossible at the moment because his family is claiming that he is recovering well, but it is kind of ironic how many of his friends are reaching out to people to pray for him as if his condition is getting much worse. As you might remember, it was Jamie's daughter Corinne who first shared an update about her father's state online. In a now-deleted post, Corinne wrote, "We wanted to share that my father, Jamie Foxx, experienced a medical complication yesterday. Luckily, due to quick action and great care, he is already on his way to recovery. We know how beloved he is and appreciate your prayers. The family asks for privacy during this time." Until this day, whatever complication or health threat Jamie experienced still remains a mystery. Maybe they just really want to make things private because they do not want to add any pressure to Jamie's recovery. This is one thing, but people just cannot turn away from the possibility that someone is not only sabotaging his career, but is also threatening his life and safety. That must be why the family is extra careful about what they will say to the fans and the media. Add to the fact that a lot of Jamie's industry friends are. So, how is Dave related to all of this? Well, besides the fact that he cares about Jamie as well, just like most of us, he had a first-hand experience on what it is like to break free from the control of the bosses in Hollywood. Apparently, if you decide to go through with the plan that they have for you, something bad is bound to happen. Just look at this video where Dave was questioning what happened to his other friend, Martin Lawrence. Some of you might not remember, but Lawrence made headlines after he wandered in LA holding a loaded gun while he was allegedly screaming, "Fight, don't give up, fight the power." On one of his interviews, Dave said, "Let me ask you this. What is happening in Hollywood that a guy that tough would be on the street waving a gun screaming, 'They're trying to me'? What is going on?" What is interesting is how news about Martin not being able to take his medicines started to go around after that incident. People started to call him crazy just like the other people that experienced the same thing as him. Another person that could attest that there is something shady happening behind the cameras is Kanye West. This man is not afraid to expose people and the industry. This man might be problematic most of the time, but he was so real for this one. Both Kanye and Martin were said to be losing their mind when they decided to speak up against the industry. This is really not surprising, because those artists who act like they are untouchable may be connected to these people. That is why they are always soaring in the business. Besides, they would not act like nothing can harm them if they do not have the connections that they currently have. It is just that Dave, Martin, Kanye, and Jamie happen to be brave enough to speak their truth and the horror that comes with the glamorous lifestyle of being an A-lister celebrity. And yes, Dave has also fallen victim to these powerful people. Even though his career was going well, he decided to leave his show back then. And guess what the media called him after that? A lot of people were made to believe that Dave was mentally unstable and that he was on some illegal substance. Dave repeatedly denied these claims already, saying that he was not crazy and that he was not even smoking crack. He also mentioned that the stress was too much for him, that is why he decided to take a break. He said, "There were things that overwhelmed me, but not in a way that people are saying. I haven't spent any of the money. All that stuff about partying and taking crack is not true. Why do I live on a farm in Ohio? To support my partying lifestyle?" The rumors about him just got worse when he reportedly turned down a $50 million contract. It was during his interview with Oprah in 2006. I mean, no one would want to give up that amount, even Chappelle. But what he cannot accept are the consequences that he might face if he accepted that deal. He was obviously aware that someone will come after him after he decided to decline that offer. Well, all these collective experiences from all the other artists are making people believe that Jamie also turned down a huge deal and decided that he no longer wants to be controlled by the industry. Hopefully he gets away from this decision unscathed, because recently his daughter said that he is already out of the hospital, but still, many fans would not believe any of these claims unless they actually see a video of Jamie showing that he is already doing well. Thank you for watching, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and click on the notification below to be updated whenever we have a new update. Until next time, stay tuned for more juicy gossip.